communication forms, beliefs, and benefits will be recorded by Dwayne.
Hi everyone, I'm your discusser for today. My name is Dwayne and I'm going to tell you all about the forms and benefits and beliefs about communications. And let's go and start right here, right now. Allenberger studies can be illustrated to communication and categorized into two forms. The first form is verbal communication, which includes spoken words. The most direct form of communication, where meaning is conveyed through languages. The second example is sounds. Beyond words, sounds such as sign, laughter, or tone of vibration also communicate emotion or reaction. The third example is vocal intonation. How something is said often changes its meaning, and statement can be serious, sarcastic, or uncertain depending on the tone used. Okay, the second form of communication is written communication, which includes letter. Written correspondence has long as been a formal method of communication, whether for a person or professional purposes. The second example is pictures. Visual can convey messages where words might fall short, providing a universal language for understanding. The third example is journal. Personal or public written record as used to documents, events, or data. The fourth example is diagrams. Visual representation and helps simplify complex ideas, making them easier to understand. Everyone, I'm going to give you another forms of communications. Body language is an essential part of communication. And as Body Language 101 in 2015 further explained, it's the language you speak without words. According to the study by Hanif 2011 cited in Body Language 101, body language often plays a more powerful role than words as we speak. When we think about communication, we typically focus on words whether in speeches, presentation, or everyday conversations. But as the book suggests, communication is much more than spoken languages. We often communicate complex emotions and ideas without uttering a single word. Every part of our body can involve in nonverbal communication. From how we stand, how we position our head, or how hands gestures or can send a message. For example of nonverbal communication can include facial expression, the emotion we express through our faces such as spelling smile, frown, can communicate a great deal. Another example of communications eye contact, where can we direct our gaze can show confidence, interest, or discomfort. Okay, gestures, hand movements, can help emphasize a point or even replace spoken words. Okay, body positions, the way we sit or stand, that can indicate our level of discomfort, openness, or defensiveness. One, I'm going to give you another forms of communications. Digital communication has transformed the way we share information across space and time. According to the Professor Mupanyo Madhaw in his book Fundamental of Digital Communication in 2008, the transfer of communication between different points, whether in space or times, forms the core of modern communications. First published in 2008, the book discusses how digital communication has evolved from traditional wireline system to today's wireless technology. Whether in voice, audio, video, data files, or web-based communication systems have advanced to ensure the information can travel seamlessly between 2 points. Think about telephone conversation, accessing an internet website, or even receiving signals or radio stations. These are all examples of digital communication as to connect. One key point of Madhouse study is that the information transferred is often directly available for human consumptions. This means that we communicate digitally. We can instantly access data, messages, or media. For example of digital communication include the digital information. Information is processed and formatted into digital signals for transmissions. Second example is data. Raw, pack, and configure can be communicated between devices. Messages. The content we send and receives from text messages to video calls. Okay guys, I hope you really enjoy our 4 types of forms of communications. And we will going to tackle down again about benefits of communications. Hi everyone, I'm going to tell you the benefits of communications. Communication plays a crucial role in success of any organization. According to George Bucata and Alexander Morius Resecu, discusses in their 2007 study the role of communication in enhancing work effectiveness of an organization. Communication is the one of the most powerful tool a company can use to build teams and achieve strong performances. Here are some benefits of communication in an organization that include internal corporate communication. Helps manage team and share information efficiently. Builds collaboration by connecting with employees. Second example is accountability among colleagues. Keeps employees accountable by sharing important updates. Improves the decision making and teamwork. We cannot live by our own decision. Third example is building trust. Communication fosters trust and builds stronger relationship. Trust enhance collaboration and workplace. I use this example because we are entrepreneurs also, and this study is very related to us study. Okay. To our next study is beliefs about communications. I'm going to tell you all about beliefs in communications. Beliefs plays a crucial role in shaping how we communicate, especially intercultural setting. In Lena Robinson's 1998 book, Beliefs, Values in Intercultural Communications, Lena Robinson explores how beliefs influence the way we convey and interpret messages. According to Rokiak 1973, beliefs are inference made by an observer about underlying state of expectancy. Essentially, beliefs are assumption of conscious or unconscious that guide what a person say or does, often through phrases like, I believe that. In Tagalog, naniniwala ko dyan. Our core beliefs are shaped by indirect personal experiences with reality and strongly influence how we communicate. Okay. Let's look at the 3 aspects of communication influenced by belief. The first example I will give to you is cultural communication. Communication is deeply influenced by cultural beliefs of the speaker. Different cultures have distinct languages and values that shape communication. These culture-bound values affects how people express, interpret messages. Okay. The second example I will give to you is high context communication. In high context cultures, much of the communication is non-verbally or internalized. Okay, very little is stated. I will give you example is in Japanese culture in non-verbal use like bowing, showing respect and honor, and silent eating and conveys honor without using words. The third example I will give to you is low context communication. In low context communication, the information is clearly and explicitly stated, meaning there are more verbal communication is more important than non-verbal cues. Okay, I will give you an example. giving clear feedback and decision making are typically done verbally with less reliance of the body languages.